Everybody, it's Dr. Piggott, your chiropractic personal trainer, and welcome to my channel, Making Better Bodies. Today, I want to talk to you guys about how to build nice arms, nice guns. All right? So there are a lot of different ways you can do that, but I'm going to show you 3 exercises for your arms, particularly your biceps, and 3 exercises for your triceps, which are the muscles in the back of your arm right now. So one of the more traditional ways you see the straight bar curl being performed is take the ball off the rack and you're doing this, which is great. But if you really want to shape up and create that definition in your biceps, here's a unique way of approaching that. Same hand grip, underhand grip, step out under, but instead of doing full range of motion, I'm going to do half. So I'm going to start with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then from here up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then lastly 1, 2, 3, 4. And why do that way? Well, that way is a lot more efficient because you're going to be isolating the muscle in a shorter range of motion, creating more pump, and then at the last phase you're doing a full range of motion to get the whole bicep complex stimulated so that you're getting maximum contraction. So that's a variation that you can do to shape up your arms with the straight bar instead of doing the traditional up and down move. So the next exercise of the 3 I'm showing you is alternating dumbbell curls. Now I notice at the gym people do this. They start with their hands in this position and then they end up like this. Don't do that. Have your palms facing forward so that both heads of the bicep are being stimulated. And now I'm curling, keeping my elbow by my side. My fist is facing my shoulder. And now I'm stimulating both heads of the bicep by curling in this position. And again, just like with the straight bar curl, I'm maximizing the peak and the contractive force on my bicep without having to cheat and do unnecessary movements. And so now the last one is inner thigh curl. And what is unique about this is as you're standing with the bar or with the dumbbell, there's a tendency to swing your body, right? To pick up the weight. When you do inner thigh curl, you minimize that swing. So have your legs wide, like a 90-degree angle. Whatever arm you're going to use, have the dumbbell in it, and your elbow is in the inner thigh, not on top, in the inner thigh. Opposite hand is on opposite knee, brace. And again, curling my fist to my shoulder minimizes me having to swing, and I can really stimulate both heads of the bicep that go from the shoulder to the elbow joint, and that's what's going to create that shape and contraction in my muscle here. The first one I'm going to show you is chair dips. So if you've never done these before, the key to being successful is how you position yourself. Your hands are right outside your hips, and for beginners to get familiar, have your feet in front of your knees with your knees slightly bent. Also, as I'm in this position, my butt is up off the edge of the bench, and what I'm going to do is bend my elbows so that my triceps, the back of my arms, are parallel to the floor, and then I'm all the way up. We don't want to be out here. This is wrong. This is shoulder injury. Okay? That's not doing anything but causing trauma. This, with your back gently grazing the edge of, is going to help you to shape those 3 tricep muscles behind your arm. Okay? And the other thing is, you don't want to sit with your shoulders, your head in your shoulders, or else you're not going to be able to bend your elbows. So don't engage your traps, bring your traps up by engaging, and then bend your elbows to help you strengthen. Now when you get more advanced, you can bring your legs out. And further advanced, you can have a bench or a platform, and with or without a weight, you can place it on the top of your quads, and again, add some elevation and resistance, which will create more tension around your triceps to condition your upper body more efficiently. So this second move is, I love this move. It's very hard and challenging, but as far as giving you a nice pump and toning up the back of your arms, it's hands down one of the best. It's called close grip tricep extension. It's similar to the chair dips that I just showed you, except we're going to be in a slightly vertical position, slight vertical horizontal position as we isolate this muscle. So if you watch me here, my hands are on the bar overhand grip. Now there are a number of ways you can do this. You can have your thumb around, or you can have your thumb over. I prefer thumb over. It allows me to get more range of motion, but do what you feel makes you the most comfortable. I'm going to demonstrate with thumb over. So close grip. So again, it's not wide grip. Anyone familiar with these straight bars know that there are demarcations here with stripes and bands that tell you where to place your hands. I'm going to place my hands close together, so close grip. I'm horizontal on my toes, and with my elbows in, I'm coming under as far as I can, and then pushing back. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And notice I'm not doing this. I'm not doing a push-up. Notice the angle. Just like on the chair dips, my hands are close and narrow. It's the same concept with the close grip tricep. Dipping your head all the way under and pushing back will give you an excellent pump in your tricep muscles and give you some nice shape there. Okay, so the third move is getting a rubber band. A lot of rubber bands have varying tension, so find the one that's going to give you the right amount of tension to accomplish the exercise. You can go to any squat rack in whatever gym you are, and you're going to hook this over, loop it through. So once you loop it through, the higher your hands are, more tension. The lower your hands are, less tension. You don't want to be all the way in the bottom where it's tight like this, because you're not going to be able to open it up past your thighs to get the full range of motion. So place it so that there's some looseness at the bottom of the band. And with your elbows by your side, pull down, full range of motion. Okay, coming up like this with your elbows leaving your torso, don't do it. It's not doing anything. Keep your elbows tucked in tight. Pull to the outside of your thighs. And I'm working all three heads of my triceps as I pull down into extension. If you've never been to my channel before, please subscribe at the links below. All right, so let's go over what I just showed you. I showed you 3 exercises for your biceps and 3 exercises for your triceps. I showed you the straight bar curl, I showed you the alternating dumbbell curl, and I showed you the inner thigh dumbbell curl. So if you're doing an arm day, that sequence is the sequence you should be progressing through as you're exercising. You can do 3 to 4 sets of anywhere from 12 to 15 reps or 30 to 40 seconds, depending upon the resistance you're using. And try to minimize your rest between activities. So if you did a straight bar curl, go right to an alternating dumbbell curl, go right to an inner thigh curl, maybe rest 20 seconds, and then go through the circuit again. And likewise, when you're doing your triceps, you could start with your knees bent, legs straight, elevated, depending upon how strong you are. Same thing, 12 to 15 reps, 30 to 40 seconds, with or without weight. Rubber band tricep pull down, find the right tension, 12 to 15 reps, and the close grip tricep extension, same thing. 8 to 12 or 8 to 15 reps would be sufficient. And that same progression that I described for the arms is the same progression I would do for the triceps. If you're gonna do arms, do both biceps and triceps on the same day to maximize the tonnage and the contractile conditioning of your muscles in your arm. And I find, and I trust you, trust me, when you do this and you're consistent with it, you will see definite growth and shape take place in your arms. I hope you found this video very helpful. Please practice these moves. If you need feedback and you have questions, hit me up on the links below. If you have never subscribed to my page, please subscribe to it and be a part of our fitness family.